we've come to the really fun part of the cooking adventure tonight, and that is the final preparation of Sherry's Jubilee, which incorporates the crepes that we made just a few minutes ago with a butter liqueur sauce and of course cherries. And what you'll need tonight, oh by the way, let me mention this wine while I'm preparing this dish. I've been sipping this wonderful California Riesling. It has the nose of a German Riesling without the overly sweet taste that many German Rieslings have. It has a wonderful nose of a typical German Riesling without the overly sweet taste that many German Rieslings have. It's made by a California winery called Cubby Run, and it's a great gathering wine. It's a great way to have your friends watch you make dessert. What you'll need in the final stage tonight, of course, is some crepes. These crepes were made previously. They're chocolate crepes, and they've been divided into thirds. You will need a liqueur combination. You will need some brandy for flaming purposes. You will need some pitted cherries. You will need a little bit of ginger. It will add a little bit of spice to the whole dessert. And instead of sugar, I like to use brown sugar because I think it makes for a more interesting sweet taste as well as a thicker sauce. And on top of the sugar, there's some cinnamon. And of course you'll need a flambe pan with some butter melting in it. And as you can see, the butter is nearly melted. And in addition, you will need a few more tools like a slotted spoon, a pair of tongs, and perhaps a spatula. And with all these things, we'll be ready to go tonight. And of course, you'll need a bowl to keep the cherries after they've been prepared. So the first thing we'll do is warm the butter, which has already been done here, and we'll add the cherries to the butter and let them soften. It'll take a few minutes to do that. You don't want to overcook the cherries, but you do want them to be fairly soft. These are wonderful American Bing cherries, sweet, with a little bit of tartness, and just the right amount of texture to make them snappy. So we'll soften them up for the crepes tonight. The cherries are beginning to soften up, and it's time to add some of the liqueur. So that's all we're going to do. Oh gosh, that smells wonderful. Never enough liquor. We'll add ginger for a little bit of an exotic taste. And the sugar and cinnamon blend. And we'll let that simmer for a few minutes to soften the cherries and thicken the sauce. Well, at this point, the cherries have softened. They're not mushy, they're just soft, and they're the perfect texture to remove them from the pan and keep them warm. So that's what I'm going to do next with a slotted spoon. The next step is to add the crepes to warm them up. It just takes a few seconds. Make sure they're nice and warm. Warm them up for about a minute or so, and turn them over carefully with a set of tongs, like that. The next step, I'm going to add some warmed brandy. The reason to warm the brandy is so that it flames more easily. careful when you do that because the flame could go up that high. There it is. Swirl it around. Got that flame up going. Isn't that beautiful? And when the flame dies down, we'll serve the cherry Jubilee. Put the cherries back into the Jubilee sauce. Cherries Jubilee. If you don't make friends tonight, nothing will ever work.